Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from Group 10, and in this video, we will present our discussion about analysis of the 1MDB Malaysia case from the perspective of good corporate governance and business ethics. So this presentation is part of the course of Corporate Governance, Business Ethics, and Accounting Profession under the guidance of MEMLUPI. So before we begin, we would like to introduce ourselves first.
Okay, hello, my name is Anissa Mulia Zahra. Hello, my name Vanessa Siva Amelia.
Okay, and I am Sonia Minshanda. Okay, the first part will be presented by my college.
Is about company identification. So, One Malaysia Berhad or 1MDB is a strategic development company wholly owned by the Malaysian government, established in 2009 as a transformation of the Terengganu Investment Authority. Under the oversight of the Ministry of Finance, 1MDB was mandated to promote long-term economic growth through strategic investment in key sectors such as energy, real estate, and tourism. One of the flagship projects is the Tan Razak Exchange, an international financial district in Kuala Lumpur. As a state-owned enterprise, 1MDB has access to large-scale financing and build partnership with global entities to support national projects. Managed by a government-appointed board of directors, the company also implements social initiatives such as education fund and scholarship. Backed by state support and international network, 1MDB was envisioned as a catalyst in Malaysia transformation toward becoming a development nation. Okay, this is a case about 1MDB. So, 1MDB scandal is considered the largest corruption case in Malaysia history, attracting global attention due to the embezzlement of billions of US dollar. The case came to light in 2015 following investigative report revealing that approximately USD 700 million had been Prime Minister Najib Razak. Although Najib denied the allegation, mounting evidence suggests otherwise. Public outrage and political pressure eventually led to the investigation. A Malaysian businessman, Jolau, was identified as the mastermind behind the scheme, which involved money laundering and the misuse of 1MDB funds to acquire luxury assets and finance Hollywood. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, the total from the misappropriation amount per USD for 5 billion. Najib administration was accused of attempting to cover up the scandal. However, following his defeat in the 2018 general election, the new government under Mahathir Mohamad reopened the investigation. Najib was later sentenced to 12 years in prison, and his wife, Mama, was also convicted in a spirited corruption case. Meanwhile, Jolau remains at large and if to recover misappropriated assets continue, including with government assets worth USD 3 billion. The 1MDB scandal resulted in massive losses, severely damaged Malaysia international reputation, and exposed serious weakness in the country financial oversight system. It became a critical symbol in the fight for transparency, accountability, and governance reform. Efforts are still ongoing. Case continue to serve as a global lesson on the importance of strong public sector governance. Okay, next is case analysis of 1MDB Malaysia based on good corporate governance and business ethics perspective. The 1MDB case shows a complete failure in the application of good corporate governance principles and business ethics. As a state-owned enterprise, 1MDB should have practiced transparency, accountability, and strong oversight. However, the internal control system was weak and the check and balance mechanism didn't work due to political interference, especially from former Prime Minister Najib Razak. Strategic decisions were based on self-interest rather than professionalism, creating opportunities for corruption. This violates the five key principles of good corporate governance. The first is transparency. There were no open and accurate financial reports, so the flow of funds was unclear. The second is accountability. There is no legal accountability for misappropriate funds. The third is responsibility. Public funds were used for private interests, not development. The fourth is independence. Decisions are driven by political rather than professional interests. The fifth is fairness. The public is disadvantaged and excluded from decision making while the perpetrators bear no losses. Okay, business ethics were also ignored in this case. Here are the principles that were violated. The first is honesty. Funds managed by 1MDB were misappropriated through fraud and money laundering schemes. The second is moral integrity. The reputation of the institution and the country was damaged for personal gain. The third is principle of mutual benefit. Profit were enjoyed only by a handful of political and business elite, while the public suffered huge losses. The fourth is fairness. Public funds are diverted to individual interests at the expense of the interests of the people at large. The fifth is autonomy. No independent and morally responsible decision making. Impact of the 1MDB case. The first is financial loss. More than 4.5 billion US dollar in public funds were embezzled. The second is crisis of confidence. Malaysia's reputation as an economically credible developing country was destroyed. The third is asset recovery. The Malaysian government had to negotiate with the large institutions such as Goldman Sachs to recover misappropriated assets. Okay, the last is systemic reforms. The case prompted demands for reforms to the oversight of the country's financial institution and the independence of the media as an external control. Okay, for the next slide will be presented by my colleague.
Okay, so the last one is about policy implications of the 1MDB Malaysia case. So beyond the substantial financial losses, the scandal severely damaged public trust in state institutions and tarnished Malaysia's global reputation. Effective policies should aim to create a government system for state-owned enterprises that is transparent, accountable, and free from political interference. With this approach, future risks of corruption can be more effectively mitigated. So the first one is about strengthening independent oversight and auditing. So one of the main reasons of the 1MDB scandal escalated was the lack of effective internal and external oversight. To address this, the government should establish an independent and professional audit system with mandatory and regular audits. So audit results must also be made publicly accessible to ensure transparency. The second one is separating political influence from business decisions. So the 1MDB case highlights how political interference in state-owned enterprises can undermine managerial independence and lead to biased decision-making. To prevent this, politicians should clearly separate political roles from executive positions in government-linked companies. So this separation ensures that business decisions are made professionally, not based on personal or political agendas. The third one is establishing legally protected whistleblowing mechanisms. So, creating a safe and legally protected whistleblowing system is vital to fostering an ethical and accountable organizational environment. So, employees should be able to report unethical or illegal behavior without fear of retaliation. The fourth one is building ethical capacity through human resource development. So, developing individual integrity, especially among those managing public funds, is key to preventing unethical practices. Ethics and GCG principles should be integrated into training and development programs for state-owned enterprise managers and government officials. Okay, so the fifth is promoting transparency and public participation in monitoring state-owned projects. So transparency is a core principle of GCG that ensures government projects and decisions are subject to public scrutiny. State-owned enterprises must provide accurate, accessible information about their operations, financial performance, and strategic project progress. And then the sixth one is strict law enforcement and sanctions for violations of GCG and business ethic. So, meaningful reform is impossible without consistent, fair, and strict law enforcement. So, individuals who violate GCG principles or ethical standards must face appropriate consequences, whether criminal, civil, or administrative.
Based on the explanation that has been presented, the conclusion is the 1MDB case is a clear example of the total failure to implement GCG and business ethics principle in the public sector. As a state institution managing large sum of public funds, 1MDB failed to uphold transparency, accountability, responsibility, independence, and fairness. The scandal highlights with internal and external control system, political interference in decision making, and ineffective oversight. From a business ethic perspective, it reflects violation of fundamental values such as honest, integrity, justice, and social responsibility. As key actor, their position or personal public trust. This case demonstrates that without moral integrity and ethical culture, for regulation alone as justification, reinforcing integrated office system and a commitment to institutional integrity. This recognition analysis, several recommendations include strengthening the audit to ensure transparency and accountability, enforcing a clear separation between political interests and decision legally protected whistleblowing to enhancing human resource capacity of ethics and governance, training, increasing transparency and public involvement through open data platform, and directly enforcing the NCD while prioritizing asset recovery. A system implementation of this measure is expected to evolve to check policy governance, make it more professional and people-oriented.
Okay, so that concludes our presentation today on the 1MDB case. So we hope this discussion was helpful and provided new insights and also lessons. We sincerely apologize for any mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.